Hey everybody, Scotty G here from ListenUp. I want to give you my impressions on these brand new speakers from Focal, the Diva Utopias. We've had these things in now for probably a week and a half. Definitely have a chance to break them in. Got them tuned into the room. Gotta tell you, they're pretty amazing.
Hi, this is Derryk with ListenUp. Today we're standing with the Diva Utopias from Focal, powered by Naim. Super impressive speaker. We've had it for about a week. Something that we've really not seen before in this range. Something I'm really excited about.
Hi guys, this is Jared with ListenUp. We have been listening to these Focal Diva Utopias here, and they are fun to listen to.
We'll get into the details of the speaker, but all you need to make these speakers work are these two speakers, and if need be, this remote. So there's an app on your phone you would use to pick music. You know, amplified speakers have been around for a while here at ListenUp. Our first experience with them probably go back to the days of Beryllium. Since then, we've brought in, small computer speakers. Kef recently has kind of raised the bar. ELAC has had some stuff in the past, but Focal, especially when you get into their Utopia series product, this is definitely the top of the food chain. You can see that they're tower speakers. Just plug them into the wall, connect them to your network, you're ready to go. The designs themselves are based on traditional Utopia drivers. Utopia being Focal's flagship series of product.
First impressions with these guys, where's the subwoofer? Something you don't really see from a powered speaker, or just something that you get from something without supplemental bass. Super deep, rich bass, super accurate, super tight, nothing boomy, all in one. You're not getting anything extra, you're not having to plug any extra wires in. Super good bass from a floor standing speaker.
Right off the bat, when I was listening to these, I noticed that I really enjoy their bass response. They have really good low frequency extension. They are rated down to about 30 hertz. And because of that, they're able to reach these really deep, punchy sounds very clearly at any volume. I really enjoyed listening to my favorite electronic music on them.
And then you have two 6-inch woofers on this side and two more on the opposite side. So each speaker has four woofers in it. In a ported enclosure, bass response is quite dynamic. Nothing missing there.
I've noticed that they can hit really deep as well as stay super clear. I've noticed that there's almost no noise floor, there is no distortion happening. It's a very reference sound. I would describe it as very neutral down to those lower hertz.
The mid-range is the W-cone mid-range, which Focal's famous for, justifiably.
Yeah, next up, going to the mid-range, you're getting a lot of that clarity that you want from vocals, guitars, things that kind of sit in that middle range. You're getting a lot of good stereo separation. Everything kind of has its own space. You're getting that really good benefit from that bass. You're also getting that in the mid-range as well.
The mid-range is very clean. It's very reference. It's very neutral. I would describe it as similar to some studio speakers I've heard, in the fact that you hear everything and you hear everything accurately. These 6.5-inch mid-range drivers that they have, I would describe them as a little relaxed, but that's perfect for almost every instrument you're going to listen to. Vocals, guitars, drums, strings, anything like that. I listen to a lot of piano on these, and I noticed that they are perfectly representing that mid-range without being too forward.
Tweeters are the inverted dome Beryllium tweeters. Focal makes different levels of these tweeters. In the Utopia series, you're getting their best tweeter.
Right off the bat, the listening impressions for them, I've noticed that they are very clear. Like I said, they are a reference sounding speaker, and so they sound neutral at all frequency ranges. I've noticed that the highs, that treble, is really clear. It's very dynamic. It's very forward without being aggressive. I was able to turn these speakers up really loud, and not once did my ears hurt afterwards.
Last but not least, we have the treble. Something that we got in these tweeters, this is a Beryllium inverted tweeter. Something that I've really noticed with these is that they give you a lot of clarity without having any sort of fatigue. You're not going to notice anything really overbearing in the high end. Something that really, really smooths out on the top end.
Another fun feature of this speaker is the tweeter is amplified by its own amplifier. The electronics in this speaker were designed by Naim. Focal and Naim have had a relationship, going back years. So it's really nice to see when those two guys combine their engineering forces, what they can come up with. So it's a Class AB amplifier driving the tweeter. Separately, a Class AB amplifier driving the mid-range. And then a third Class AB amplifier driving the woofers. The crossover is all done electronically. The efficiency of the speaker to take the signal as it comes in and get it to each individual drivers, quite amazing.
This Focal speaker paired with Naim Amplification is a beautiful combo. I love how easy it is to use. It's a really good user experience. And on top of that, they sound incredible because of that.
What else can I tell you? The app is super intuitive. We've had clients come in, sit down, listen to them, hand them a tablet. They've had no problem pulling up music. I've heard a lot of great stuff that I didn't know was out there from what clients had picked.
One of my favorite parts about these speakers is the plug-and-play aspect of them. This is an all-in-one speaker that has every component you need, from the streamer to the DAC to the preamp to the amplifier. Those are all handled by Naim. Naim Audio makes the amplifiers that are in these speakers, and it's a very, very great pair.
Overall, I gotta tell you, I've heard a lot of stuff around here. These guys blow me away.
As far as experience goes, it's plug and play. You have one cable, set it, forget it. A really great listening experience.
Like I said, they're not fatiguing at all. I really liked turning them up really loud, listening to my favorite songs, and then not having my ears hurt afterwards.
Okay, so distribution on all the Focal Utopia series stuff is really limited. We are the only dealer in the Rocky Mountain region that has the Diva Utopias on display. I urge you to come into our store. Bring your playlist. We'll set you down with a tablet. Get you a nice cold drink out of the cooler there, and you can experience this yourself. I think you're gonna be truly blown away. We're here in Denver, and we're here to show the stuff to you.